Hello lovelies, you are welcome to Edinglo Unique Fashion and Design. In this tutorial, we'll be making this lovely dress. You can see how the pleats look on the down part. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. If you are a returned subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. So in this tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut this dress in a simple and easy way without darts, just the way you see it on the dress. So let's get right into the tutorial. So the half length I took for this dress is 31 inches. The real half length is 30 inches, but I decided to make it 31 inches. So it's 1 inch for sewing allowance. Then this is my armhole line. This armhole line, what I did to get it is that I divide my shoulder measurement by 2, and the answer was, that is what I used as my armhole line. So I used 8. Then from this armhole line, you come down by 2 inches. You come down by 2 inches. That is your bust point. Then your under bust, you come down by 3 inches to get your under bust line. Then from there, you come down by. So from there, you mark your hip line. My hip line is 23. That is about 7 inches from your waistline. Yes. So from here, after bringing out these lines like this, the next thing you'll be doing is to divide your measurement by 4. My bust measurement is 38. When I divide it by 4, my answer is 9.5. I'll add 2 inches for sewing allowance. My under bust is 32. Divide by 4 will give me 8. I'll add 2 inches for sewing allowance. Then my waistline is 38. Dividing by 4 will give me 9.5. I'll also add 2 inches for sewing allowance. Then I'll come down to my hip line. My hip is 42. Divide by 4 will give me 10.5. Plus 2 inches for sewing allowance. So after doing all of that, I will connect my lines like this. So I will not be putting any darts to this dress. It's just a free dress, so I will not be adding any darts line. So from this bottom part, remember that it's a fitted gown before the pleating. So in this part, I will minus whatever I have on my hip. I'll minus 2 inches from inches. Sorry. So you can see how I connect the lines. If you have your curve rulers, you can use your curve rulers to cut it out. So the next thing I'll be doing is to cut this way. So I'm done cutting the front. The next thing I will do now is place it. As you can see, I placed it on the back part this way. So I'll just trace it out. Remember, I added 1.5 inches for zipper allowance. So you can decide to use 1 inch for your zipper allowance. So what I did for the neck depth of the back, I used 1.5 inches for the neck depth, and I came down by 16 inches, which is the waistline measurement. So from this 16 marked half inch inwards this way. So this is to make it look nice when I'm done adding my zip on it, so that it will not have excess fabric on that part. So when I'm done, I will trim it up this way. So what I did different on this particular dress is that, if you take note, you see that I did not take any flaps. I did is that, to snatch the waist, is that the under bust measurement, I still took my under bust measurement, despite the fact that I did not add that line. So that's under bust measurement that you add to make it that bustier look that you want. So that's all for the up part. The down part, the major thing we really need in this dress is how to get the pleats. Yes, to get the pleats, what I usually do is to times my hip measurement times 3 or hip measurement times 4. So my hip measurement here is 42 inches. If you don't want it that full, that maybe you want to economize your fabric, you can use your waist measurement times 3. It will give you a minimum pleat. Because if you want it really full, not too full, it is not minimum, that is to look a little fuller, you use your hip measurement, not your waist. But if you don't want it that full, you use your waist times 3. But if you want it full, a little full, you use your hip measurement by 4. So we are using our hip measurements by 4 here. You see that her real full measurement is 43, and we minus 30 inches. So when we remove 30 inches from 43, it will remain 13 inches. So we'll measure this one to check if it's up to 13 inches. So this is 13.5 inches. So what we'll be doing is we'll use this one. I'll bring out her hip measurement is 42. So I'll measure 42 into 4. But if you don't have enough fabric, you can use your hip measurement times 3 or times 2. So this one gives me, I don't know. So this is our hip measurement times 2 and 14 inches. So I'll just bring it out. That means I'll be adding it. I'll be joining it. Using the same fabric for the pleats and the main body. But if you have another fabric that you want to use, you can actually use another fabric. So I will be joining this piece to this piece to make it complete the actual measurement I need. So when you are doing yours, make sure you measure the hip measurement times 3 or times 4. I prefer you using times 4 of it if you have enough fabric. Sorry, leave. You measure your shoulder measurement, divide by 2. You add any amount of allowance you add on your dress to it. So I added 2 inches for my dress, so I'll add 2 inches for it. So my armhole is 8 inches plus 2 inches allowance I added to the dress. That is what I'll do. Then for the sleeve caps height, I'll divide my armhole line by 2. So my armhole is 8. When I divide it by 2, it gives me 4. So this is it. So I'll connect this way. So for the round sleeve, it's 13 inches. The round sleeve is 13 inches. I'll add 1.5 inches to it. I'll just connect this and cut. So cutting of the sleeve is not that difficult. It's not really difficult. So I have my 2 pieces. So thank you so much for watching this video. In case you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you watch the sewing part. Make sure that you watch the sewing part whenever I upload it, because I was not able to put the sewing part on this one so that the video will not be too long. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.